Ames Tonight. I am your host, Andreas. This is the last Ames Tonight of the semester, and while politics are brewing in New York, we're going to stay at home in Ames tonight. Now, it's been a hell of a ride here, folks, and now we're going to have our own little award show. Got some video highlights. They're going to be awesome. First up, Taylor Claiborne, winner of the Not Afraid to Say Anything award. Show us her reel.
Many companies will be sticking around for the Business, Industry, and Technology Career Fair tomorrow, which is great news. Business students can get practice at picking at the engineers' leftovers like they do in the professional world. Fight for 15 is a movement to raise the national minimum wage to a living wage of $15 an hour. A village in India imposed a ban on unmarried women and minor girls from owning cell phones. TSA failed to spot at least 73 workers on the terror watch lists. Let me repeat that. The Transportation Security Administration failed to spot at least 73 workers on terror watch lists. TSA's entire job is to make sure that dangerous people don't get on planes, and they had over 6 dozen potentially dangerous people working for them. Subway is raising the price of its famous $5 footlongs, and people are outraged. Facebook, please explain to me how childbirth is violent. In fact, to kill is to take a life, and to birth is to give it. Childbirth is the opposite of violence. Some Brazilian women take so much pride in their bottoms, they actually have them insured. It makes sense because for these women, their butts really are their moneymakers. Despite the skepticism, I stand by gun control and believe that a waiting period and psychological background checks are also viable ways to reduce egging on Halloween. Ted Cruz made a campaign stop in Raymond, New Hampshire on Monday. While there, 2 hecklers tried to perform an exorcism on the senator. In their defense, he looks like he needs it. Social media sites tend to censor nudity, and without it, Playboy can be more places. Playboy's policy is sad news for anyone who has never heard of the internet. The tweet reads, "When you're like, I have nothing to wear, LOL." Okay, first of all, Kim, who the hell capitalizes LOL? Old people, that's who. Utah has passed a law that is the first of its kind. While many states ban abortion after 20 weeks, claiming that this is when the fetus can feel pain, Utah's implemented a law not banning the procedure, but stating that euthanasia, anesthesia, I'm so sorry, that anesthesia must be used on the woman. The goal is to reduce pain felt by the fetus during the procedure. Although the medical community is not a fan, stating that the fetal pain theory has little medical evidence to support it, I am all for it if it means that abortions are still possible for women that need them. Nice work, Utah.
Good job, Taylor. All right, now let's turn to Megan Moran, the infamous self-proclaimed trap king. She wins the most Kanye West references, and Best CGs award. Let's see it.
Hello, I'm Megan Moran, and I'm about 30% sure that we're on air. Is Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer? Does Microsoft not understand Twitter users, or what? Am I right, guys? The researchers chose 20 healthy volunteers to be injected with LSD and a placebo. Where do I sign up, right? Am I right, guys? No? What did I just say? Oh, so you guys don't like that trend, right? You don't like it? Not so much. Yeah, it's okay. I was just double checking, but all right. So you guys said you didn't like the shorts and the suit thing?
Not so much.
Okay, cool. I'm doing it anyway, so whatever.
No, you're not.
Girl. A sheriff in Pulaski County, Arkansas has just spent $26,000 of taxpayer money on expensive cowboy hats for his deputies. Yeah, you heard that right, at Justin Bieber. What do you feed that thing? #ProudDaddy. Being a feminist simply means you believe in equal rights. Feminism is important to women because women are still looked at as objects, and so many girls get sent home from school because their shorts were too short or their bra strap was showing. What are we teaching our young girls by doing that? That the education system values a young boy's education more than a young girl's by sending her home from school because young boys just simply cannot learn in an environment where a girl's bra strap is showing. Then, Tay Tweets asked if she thinks Ricky Gervais is an atheist, and she responded with, Ricky Gervais learned totalitarianism from Adolf Hitler, the inventor of atheism.
I am, and I'm always going to be a natural brow kind of girl. Get it? It rhymed.
Yeah, sure. Good one, Rachel. All right, great. Silver hair. Kanye is Kanye West. Did we really expect anything less from Kanye? That was a defining moment in Kanye's career, obviously. Interrupting someone is called playing Kanye. It's just his legacy. Enjoy, folks. Stay weird, Ames.
Megan Moran will keep on the throne. Good for you. Next, we have Joy Wright. The Professionally Positive award goes to her, and why not? Hit it.
I'm Joy Wright, just right. Snoops is absolutely seething, calling Arnold a punk and a racist piece of, well, you know the rest. In other words, I can't say on live TV. Well, Stacey Dash, it's February and Black History Month is still on. Although many of us have never seen a depiction of a black cowboy outside of Django, at least a quarter of cowboys were black. Many slaves ran away towards the west, and once the Civil War ended, many of the newly freed blacks headed west in search of a better life. Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson just got tags for an accident their son Chet Hayes had while driving their car. Don't you just love children? As TMZ reported, he owes her $55,000 a month in child support. Egotistical singer and rapper Kanye West recently used Twitter to publicly beg Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg for help with his alleged $53 million business debt. President Obama has really been letting his blackness shine bright this term, whether he's leading a church in Amazing Grace at a funeral or setting people straight in a way only a black dad could. And we all know what that means. A woman shouted out, "Hey Michelle girl, you look so good." First Lady of the United States laughed it off, but President Obama decided to go the extra mile and call out the woman, saying this is how he knows it's Black History Month. When someone shouts out, "Hey Michelle girl, you look so good," can we just keep them in the White House forever? One can only wish. The question we should ask ourselves is, do we want to eat for the next year, or do we want to see Beyonce in concert? Beyonce it is. Happy International Women's Day, you guys! This was enough to make a person want to crawl into a hole and never come out. Rapper says that it wasn't tricked out enough for him and spent an additional $90,000 in his words to get it iced out with diamonds. But no worries, people. It was just a small token of appreciation.
There is still no organized plan for reparations for African Americans.
Damn it, I want my 40 acres and a mule.
I'm half black. Do I get anything?
I mean, you get 20 acres and a donkey.
Oh, good work, Joy. Now, of course, how can anyone forget Annie Harmon? She wins the Can Do Anything and Do It Right award, and she knows it too. Let's see why.
Good evening, Ames. I'm Annie Harmon. I'm gonna run this news segment like a Trump rally. I've got great news. I've got the best news. I'm best at news. No one's news is better than my news. Do I have sources to back this up? Nah, I don't need sources because I'm the best at news. Looking tasteful, Mr. Haffar. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Miss Danae Frances tweets, "We replaced the cast of Entourage with 5 vape pens and a pack of Red Bull. Let's see if anyone notices." But are cats really sexy, America? Ted Cruz is being accused of having affairs with 5 different women. 5 different women. Yeah, and 5 different women are accused of having a terrible taste in men. Looking at you, Putin. Heaven knows I wouldn't want Taylor Mankle co-anchoring with me. So I'm gonna run this Han Solo. Carrie Underwood and Sam Hunt did their country thing and looked stunning while doing it. And that kind of came out wrong. But the question on everyone's mind is, why are both of you people still a thing? Goal! If things get catty, invent a drinking game. Preferably Santa-themed. Wait, let me quickly rub the Chrissy Teigen belly for good luck and cough out the bronchitis I got from Rihanna. I don't know how many times I've seen girls with jerseys and no, and I hate this word, panties. They're not wearing underwear. I mean, who doesn't love politicians? I mean, I for one think they're awesome.
Me too.
If Hillary Clinton can do it, so can anyone. Yeah, good luck with that, Andreas. You and your tight pants are gonna have a great time in Havana. Sofia Vergara, who can actually shake her Colombian assets. Excellent foreign policy tactics there, Trump. So is foreign policy kind of like getting an STD? So if you don't confront the problem at hand, does it just go away? Or does it fester and come back even worse at an even more inconvenient time?
Just as we thought, we do have a very special guest, and it turns out it's Ronda Rousey.
Well, I mean, I do go out there and my job is to basically rip women's heads off. At least with Betch Correa,
Might have let that one go a little longer just to wail on her for a little bit.
Sarah Palin to the show.
Hello, Laurel. Thanks for having me. We haven't chatted in a while. How you been? Oh, you betcha. Yes, I did. Would you like to hear it, America?
I know I would.
Well, my name is Sarah Palin, and I'm here to say that I can see Russia from the USA. My hometown is LaSalle, and it's a big thrill other than the fact that we live in the deep chilla. And John and I might have failed in 2008, but I'm back again, and that's damn straight. I might have lost my show in the state of Alaska, but Hillary is way worse. Just go and ask her. She want to get my guns and abortion too? Oh wait, you know, abortion's not terrible. I mean, Bristol was teen pregnancy and everything. Anyways, I got a husband named Todd and some caribou, and America still thinks I'm cuckoo. At a rally in Ames, it was pretty lame, but don't extinguish my flame with your blame game. So all you mavericks in the world, put your hands together, cause Trump and I gonna rule you all forever.
I also want to talk about porn. I really should be more upset about the whole situation, but it just seems too corny. I don't know, maybe they're just stalking me. Okay, I'm done. No more puns.
I would like to see your sexiest and sluttiest side costumes. I want the feathers, I want the beak, and I want it frat tested and frat approved. Harm's out.
Annie Harmon, love it. You gotta love her. She can do everything, as I proved right there. Now, we have next Julian Neely, winner of Best Hair and, of course, Best Coined Nickname. Let's show some Julian Neely here.
As always, I am Julian Neely. Does it really matter if you have an Android or an Apple device anymore? Think about it. The Lonely Island are coming back on the boat. Come on, man. Chris Rock is famous. He was in Grown Ups 1 and 2. Well, Little Romeo is grown up now and is being sued by his own mother. Topher Grace recently had quite the experience when trying to log into IMDb. When logging in, he was given a variation code, and it wasn't just a jumble of numbers, it was his own name. I am assuming that Master P, at the time they got married, thought Sonia C was his ride-or-die chick and didn't get a prenup. Now that is backfiring on him, and he is trying to protect his hard-earned money from his future ex-wife. It is his money, let the man keep his money. Romeo's mother low-key sounds like a gold digger. Master P should have listened to Kanye West's old song, Gold Digger, before marrying his wife. This is a prime example, people. Get yourself a prenup before you end up with no money in your bank account before your ex-husband or ex-wife takes all your money. If you haven't realized all of your ancestors are immigrants, then you need to go back and educate yourself. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. These people are some hypocrites because I know that they have done some things against their own religion, such as having sex without being married, using alcohol as a beverage, backbiting, and more. Wow. Stay tuned for more Oscar talk with Annie, Laurel, and Jared.
This is Ames Tonight.
That was your nightly news.
Stay tuned for more as Laurel and Annie discuss the Grammys. This is Ames Tonight.
Let's go.
That was classic Julian Neely there. All right, now on to Kathryn Kuckelman. And for obvious reasons, she's winner of the Most Enthusiastic Person Award, and we'll show you why.
So before I talk about the game, I wanted to give you my best top 10 list of the best football foods. Because we all know they're more important than sports anyway. Number 9, beefy queso dip. Number 8, pizza, because obviously. There were some passes, some touchdowns. They kicked the ball through this thing.
Oh, I need that, like for myself.
I like the
think
jacket.
This would qualify as like a pimp coat. This has got to be my all-time favorite because no man ever shows you this much of his legs. The chest hair, the sweat, I don't know what's the best. I mean, I'm all for touching up any questionable spots after a bad brow job, but why would someone do this and think it looks good?
People running around looking like neon bananas would freak me out too, I guess.
Oh, Cuck. Okay. And that was pretty good because it had me in it, mostly. So, of course, Common Man, Jared Calvert, Meredith Kestel, Matt Banwart, and Rachel Gibbon, they get awards for their wonderful efforts. I ran out of time to make a video for each of them, so love you guys. Now, lastly, Laurel Feakes. She gets the real award. for best I might have won this before, but this is the real one. Best co-host on Ames Tonight. Show us Laurel Feakes.
I'm your co-host, Laurel Feakes, head of the Tay Watch and the brains of this whole operation. So I can't dance at all, but so like, what was the hardest piece of choreography to learn because it looked all different? Speaking of President's Day, President Barrio has a dilemma on his hands. I know, funny, right? Just one dilemma? Classic. Iowa lost to Stanford, and they lost hard, 45 to 16. So go State. Typical Al. Jackie Chan. You got Jackie Chan up there. And actually, today is its first birthday, so happy birthday, 1989. Tricky Tom, you know, that lovable Thanksgiving mascot, is being ousted and treated unfairly. Now he's just a sandwich at Jimmy John's. The law may be veiled as religious freedom, but it has deep-seated discrimination written all over it. We all know at this point that FIFA is as corrupt as an Illinois governor. Looking at you, Blago. Nothing says good luck on the road to Rio like we are about to sue the hell out of your union. I'm not a parent, but I think there would have been an easier way to get the kids together than picking your own death. And yes, I was one of the fans who freaked out, and it was exciting and cool, and no one can tell me otherwise. Don't think we forgot that you're watching this, NSA. We appreciate our fans.
We love you guys.
Love them. The lyrics in Graham's song are, haters gonna hate, players gonna play, watch out for them fakers, they'll fake you every day. While Swift's lyrics are, cause the player's gonna play, and the haters gonna hate. And I tend to not give a damn. Gold! Oh my God, fangirling right here. Tomorrow from 9 to 2 p.m., that is, it's Wieners for Seniors. I'll be looking into that one for sure. Maybe I'll follow the Chick-fil-A model and camp out on Central Campus tonight. The Sheriff's Office tweeted out later in response to the arrest saying, quote, just because you saw a season of Grey's Anatomy doesn't mean you can practice medicine. It sure as hell does mean you can practice medicine. Both girls have Grace W magazine and, wait for it, nylon. Based on what you just said, you clearly don't know enough about women's issues, and you need a lesson in education. And since I'll just kick your ass here to discuss those issues, Megan Moran, the Trap King. Welcome, Megan. If I may interject, I just want to say something. Taylor had the best album of the year. You good? No, never okay when we're talking about Taylor Swift. I don't even want to know what's on your mind. It's like a lot of chaos, big traffic jam going on up there. She probably has the boob tape. Well, I wouldn't. It's not strictly Kim K, but yeah, boob tape. Always pregame before your party. Hit the nog and hit it hard. And you guys can't get rid of me.
Okay, on that note, we are going to take a quick break, but when we return, we will have the Nightly News Watchers. We have a whole show going on. You are watching Ames Tonight. Stay tuned.
and Jay-Z over lying to fans. With the recent release of The Life of Pablo, Kanye promised millions of fans that it would only be available on Tidal, a music streaming website. And then he went and released it elsewhere and made it available for purchase. Jay-Z's company S. Carter Enterprises launched Tidal back in 2015, and Kanye then tweeted out to his 22 million followers that his album will never, never, never be on Apple or available for purchase. You can listen to it only on Tidal, which is exactly what millions of people did, myself included. Tidal subscribers jumped from 1 million to 3 million with the release of The Life of Pablo. Then just a few months later, Kanye announces that his newest album is available on other streaming websites such as Spotify and on Apple, and you can purchase it. Baker Rhett is accusing Kanye and Jay-Z for lying to his fans about the availability of the album only for them to reap the benefits of millions of people subscribing to Tidal. The claims may seem small, but the complaint alleges at least $5 million in damages, which qualify it for class action. Well, you know what, Easy? You can add another $5 million to your $53 million in debt.
Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, the co-founders of popular ice cream chain Ben & Jerry's, were arrested yesterday for protesting in Washington, D.C. The duo are notorious for being politically and socially active. However, this is their first time in jail. They were with a group called Democracy Awakening, which was protesting voting rights in an attempt to keep big money out of the politics. The two went peacefully and actually offered themselves to the police, but walking right up to them. The company released a Bernie Sanders ice cream earlier this year in support of him. As much as they enjoy being activists, I personally just want them to stay out of jail long enough to keep making ice cream.
In a recent interview with Stephen Colbert, Hillary Clinton doesn't want to eat in front of the press because she doesn't trust them. The interview took place at the Carnegie Deli. Clinton expressed how she does not feel comfortable eating in front of the press because she doesn't want any embarrassing pictures of her eating. Oh, so understandable. We wouldn't want any embarrassing pictures snapped of you while you're eating, Hillary. Embarrassing pictures only happen when you're eating. It's totally understandable why you would want to avoid that. But you know what, Hillary, it's okay. I don't trust those photographers either.
Tonight, we find ourselves mourning over a death of a friend, or more specifically, man's best friend. The world's oldest dog passed away last week. Her name was Maggie the Kelpie, and she lived to be 30 years old, which is equivalent to 133 human years. Maggie lived in Australia and lived on a dairy farm with her owner, Brian McLaren. She died peacefully in her sleep. We can only imagine that she is nowhere now where all dogs go, heaven.
Bernie Sanders made a surprise appearance at Coachella this weekend. And no, he wasn't wearing crop tops and wigs and running around at the music festival. He had a special appearance for the rap group Run the Jewels. The rap group is made up of rapper LP and rapper Killer Mike. Bernie said that one of the highlights of running for president this past year has been the pleasure of getting to know Killer Mike and everything he does for his community. He said that he values their friendship immensely. Hillary, you may be chillin' in Cedar Rapids, but Bernie just stole the show at Coachella.
Animal Planet's hit TV series River Monsters recently caught something a new little bit more exciting than a fish. That's right, they found a real-life castaway. The crew on the show was hunting for a giant grouper off the shores of Australia when they found the man. The castaway has been stranded for days. The man claimed that he is given his last prayer and was fully prepared to die when they found him. The episode aired last week and appropriately titled Death Down Under.
Pennsylvania became the 24th state to legalize medical marijuana on Sunday when the governor signed the Medical Marijuana Act, just in time for 420. Am I right, guys? The governor knows what's up. The act is set to go into effect 30 days after being signed, and actual planting and growing of marijuana could take months or years to actually begin. Additionally, the new law requires doctors to be educated before they can recommend the drug, which I would hope they are already doctors. And after all, they are prescribing drugs to a patient. I hope they're educated. There will only be 25 growers or processors and only 50 dispensaries.
Up until now, I've stayed politically neutral on this show. However, Tonight is the season finale, and I think it's time to make a stand. Recently, you've heard a lot of talk about the president. Whether it be good or bad, warranted or unwarranted, it appears as if the president is always receiving tons of press. So on this week's episode of Dude with the Camera, we asked you what you would say to the president if you had a chance. That is, President Leath. Okay, we're recording.
I'm in this sounds.
It's your time to shine.
It feels good to me.
You're a
I
celebrity.
know, dude. It's you. You're the celebrity.
Oh,
here.
come on now.
I'm gonna go to Missouri.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna kiss a girl there.
If you could say anything to President Leath, what would it be?
I honestly don't know.
If you could say anything to President Leath, what would it be?
Hello?
Okay.
You got a really nice house. And I like to sled on your lawn.
That's nice. That's nice.
I don't know her.
In front of you, what would you say to President Leath?
Hello. I might also tell him that he looks good if he's rich.
Okay, okay, thank you. At least you're honest. If you could say anything to President Leath, what would it be?
Keep doing what you're doing. I like this school.
If you could say anything to President Leath, what would it be?
Hi. I'm a big fan of your school and Cyclones and Iowa and America, and I love you.
Who's President Leath?
Oh. Oh, yeah, I know. What? Sick college, dude. I like it. You tell him what? Sick college, dude. I like it.
President Leath, well, first of all, I would ask, who are you, President Leath? Because all I've heard is your name, and I don't really know much about who you are as a person or what you do. If I could ask him a follow-up question, I'd say, what are you going to do to improve the quality of Iowa State?
If you could say anything to President Leath, the president of this college, what would it be?
I don't know you much, but I do get lots of emails from you. That's weird, isn't it?
Take a firmer stand with the Board of Regents and bring tuition down.
I think the library goes, yeah.
Library is good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Make college cheaper.
Make college cheaper? That's the
YOLO
consensus. YOLO swag?
Yeah, I'll say that too.
Okay.
Hi. How are you doing? And I'd probably tell him that Iowa State's a cool place and that he can go suck my dick. Got him. He was expecting me to be polite. Nope. Ha. Got him. And then he doesn't know my face nor my name, so I leave. I don't know what situation this is in, but probably not one in which I can't run away and he would never know who I am. And then he would be like, who's that told me to suck a dick? And I'd be like, huh, you don't know. You can't tell, because I don't have like a generic face, but I don't have a particularly special face. Like, oh, white male who goes to ISU, probably an engineering student. Oh, who knows? Oh, you mean 5,000 people? Oh.
Okay.
And that was your last nightly news segment for the year.
I would just really like to thank Andreas Haffar for my award. It was a great year, and Ames Tonight means so much to me. Kanye, forever.
Deuces, guys.
Well, have a good night, Ames.
Farewell.
want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Hello and welcome to the Common Ladies Sports Review. I regret to inform you that this will be my last segment as I'm graduating in just a few weeks. And with any luck, this segment will die with my college career. For my last show, I thought I would address an epidemic that is sweeping the nation: bandwagon Cubs fans. Now, I always knew the Cubs had a large fan base here in Iowa. What I didn't know is that most of them are lying. How do I know this, you ask? Well, let me tell you. A week or so ago in my sorority's philanthropy, we were auctioning off a baseball signed by Pedro Strop. Not one person that walked by knew who he was. Not one, including the people claiming to be a fan. Just for the record, Strop pitches as a reliever. But it's hard for me to judge since I couldn't have told you that before I looked it up, but at least I don't pretend to be a fan. But for those of you who want to keep up the facade, here are some important facts you should know about the Cubs. Number one, the Cubs have not won a World Series in 107 years. Yeah, that long. Players you need to know are Jake Arrieta, Chris Bryant, and Anthony Rizzo. Couldn't tell you anything else about them, but they're important. As a Cubs fan, you are obligated to hate the White Sox, but not as much as you hate the Cardinals. And finally, you must know the curse of the Billy Goat. If you don't, look it up. And that's all I have for tonight for the Common Lady Sports Review. Before I sign up for the last time, I just want to say a quick thank you to my ISUtv family. My college experience wouldn't have been the same without you. And I'm going to send it over to Charmin, Harmon, and Laurel for Ladies Lounge.
Welcome back to Ames Tonight and our last Ladies Lounge of the year.
It has been a wild ride, and tonight we're going to talk about things that you can do this summer. Because let's be real, you checked out March 20th. That was the Sunday before break for all those of you who are bad with dates.
Well, Annie, let's get to it. Things you can do this summer.
Sit by the pool and neglect any and all responsibilities your parents give you.
Buy music festival tickets and pretend it's Coachella because you can only leave school to go to the desert in the spring.
Work on cutting dank, sick, AF, literally, like, boo, hella, and Bundy's out of your vocabulary because no one older than 25 knows what the hell you're saying.
For the freshmen turned sophomores, yes, your parents will tell you to be home by 10, and yes, you will walk in the door at 3 a.m.
Go somewhere real cool, but with the parents, and you know you love them, but it really puts a damper on things sometimes.
Go stargazing with that special someone, and if you're single AF like me, go with friends or alone, but always bring tacos.
Conduct a poppin' seance, that Ouija board and all that stuff.
Do something you never thought you would do, like be an extra on a TV show or do the Blazing Challenge at Buffalo Wild Wings. Remember, the summer is the time to get wild.
Draw some kick-ass chalk art on the road without realizing you have no artistic talent. And end up drawing a bunch of those S things for middle school.
Do not sit in your house all day watching Netflix. You do that during the school year, and the summer is not the time for that.
Hey, remember that chocolate? Remember that chocolate melts in the summer. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've awoken from a summer chocolate binge with many a feces-looking stains on my clothes.
Wow, really, Annie? All right. Don't forget sunscreen. If you have alabaster skin like me, you know that you can burn when it's minus 30 outside, which if you live in Illinois is an extreme possibility during the summer.
For all you folks who live out there sans a pool, homemade slip and slides are a real option. Just be keen to the fact that your body will be covered in grass burn and wedgies will be plentiful.
And that was your last Ladies Lounge of the semester.
Thank you all for joining us, and we can't wait to see you in the fall.
well, that is Ames Tonight. I wish we had everyone that came through.
Hey,
but, you know,
hey. What up, Haffar?
What up, Mankle?
You see where I am.
Yeah, I see it.
Why are you in Ames?
Because I live here.
This is Billings, Montana.
This is Billings, Montana. The place I'll be the mayor soon.
Yeah.
What are you doing in my town?
I figured I was using my intelligence, figuring not
Your
something that happens a lot on Ames Tonight,
No, not at
granted.
all.
But I came to Billings to duel. Do you not want to duel?
My city?
Yes,
We're
I'm here to
dueling in Billings.
Why
My
not?
city. Why aren't you here on the Ames Tonight finale, man? You keep saying I kicked you off.
For one thing, you did kick me off.
I ain't kicked.
And then you threw the salt in it too.
Aggressive
It was
termination.
terrible. It was an aggressive termination. And
Yeah.
granted, your security is awful because I've snuck into here almost every of the last 3 weeks.
They are pretty bad. All right, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Lack of security.
Well, if you're
I don't know
gonna
what
give me something, I gotta give you something. I'll tell you one thing. Ames Tonight, hell of a program.
Yeah,
hell of a program.
yeah, I know that.
You know that?
I know that.
You can't just be humble. One time, I'm in Billings, Montana.
Oh, what do you-
I walked here from Billings,
I'll be
Montana.
humble. You know why? Because I wish you were here. Because I took the time out to make a lovely highlight reel of Taylor freaking Mankle,
No.
and you know what? You'd have loved it. You know
I'm not
what?
ready.
Play his thing.
I
Play
can't.
it. Oh, yeah, no, because we're gonna hug it out.
fire,
And then
Josh Joby did. The Panthers may be undefeated, but the Buccaneers, man, they suck. The Chargers almost lost to the Browns before they realized they may be a terrible team, but they aren't. Browns terrible. Do it! Just do it! I'm working here, that's what I'm doing, because it's green out there, and I can't handle it anymore.
Today there was a nice 51.
No, already wrong. Back up. You gotta throw your hips into it and show them what's going on. They only care about the record. These are selfish people you're dealing with. I'm looking for something. You're not giving it to me.
It's green?
There it is. You gotta mention the colors. That's all these people are looking at. There's green, there's blue. Use your feet. There's nothing wrong with using your feet. Remember that. Feet are just like hands, but they're lower. When you go across the nation, you gotta throw it across the nation. You can even go with your back. They don't need to see your face. They don't care about you. Sometimes you can go for the full spin. It's a bold move, I tell you, but you can start out on one side and spin it over to the other, but you've gotta keep control of yourself. There is another ring surrounding it with people holding hands in chains, and I obviously was intrigued by this. So I go up to it, try to hold hands with the people. They wouldn't allow it. I tried to go in there, get the story with my camera. They wouldn't allow it. Am I disappointed at this? Yes, but I feel more like I'm just a kindergartner again, stuck out of the pool table. Well, I can tell you one thing. I could use some water. Yeah, water. Water. No, not steroids. Water. Okay, thank you. Is there steroids in this? One sec. Yep, that's steroids. That's steroids. Straight up. I'm not going to lie to you. Not many on-scene correspondents get to surf the web. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much. That's all we have for tonight.
My
on this
question
edition.
is, Mankle, really quick here.
Yeah.
The internet, the place where you seem to be at the internet right now,
absolutely.
It actually seems to be moving really slow. Like, it seems to be moving still. Like, can we go back to Mankle, please, for just a minute?
Let's take
It looks like it's standing still right there.
Yes, that is correct.
Are you in the Iowa State Wi-Fi network right now? Like, which network are you in that it is at a standstill?
But, need I remind you, I had a lot of steroids just recently, so I'm pumping. I'm pumping right now, and I'm going so fast, things seem to be going slow around me. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty hyped right this instant. But, regardless, I gotta talk about weather now, even though the Cubs are losing. So, we're gonna move it over here to my wall, and we're gonna talk some weather. Right now, 57 big ones out there. The moon is out, maybe. I've been stuck in here forever, I wouldn't know. Can't even watch the game. Southeast winds coming in at 9 miles per hour. Let's see how this day just stacks up with the rest. It's about norm. a little bit above, so if you like hot weather, good for you. I hate it. It's stupid. The record low, 17 in 1975. That's obviously a crap year. Cold as hell. Current temps across the state. Iowa's green and yellow in the south. I don't know why. I'm not supposed to be here. 56, Mason City. 61 for Fort Dodge. Des Moines, 61 degrees. It's somewhere on this wall. And then over there in Council Bluffs is 66, and you got 60 out in Davenport. We go across the nation, the United States of frickin' America. Billings, Montana. Have you ever heard of that city? I haven't, but apparently it's important enough to put on the wall. My wall, 48 degrees. It's the coldest place in America right now, apparently. We look all the way to the West Coast, 57 degrees in Seattle. I pointed at the ocean, but whatever. 66 degrees in San Francisco. Then across over on the East Coast, we got New York at about the same. Nowhere is hot enough. I mean, look at Dallas. Dallas, 74 degrees in Dallas. Not enough. Not enough. Oh, now we go to tonight's lows in Iowa. Iowa's still green no matter how cold or warm it is. 57 in Ames. Not too much of a change from earlier, but I thought I would tell you because it's my job. And then, of course, we got Sioux City kicking it with 56 degrees. Davenport with 58. Who cares about the rest? It's about 60 in Des Moines. I care about Des Moines. Des Moines is a great city. Why don't you visit it? Then we go to tomorrow's high. It's a beautiful day. Why don't you take a picnic? 73 here in Ames, 75 in Des Moines, 68 in Mesa City, 68 in Sioux City. It's almost the same. It's a whole different state. They're so many miles apart, but they're the same. It's weather. They don't care. Davenport was 76. Oh, now we look at the 7-day forecast. Lay it all out here for you. You only see in 70s on Wednesday. It gets colder from there. Watch out for Friday. It's going to just rain a crap ton or none at all. What do I know? I'm just a weatherman. 68 degrees with 50% chance. And then it gets colder, so deal with it. That's all I've got for weather.
See, thank you, Will. See, I care. You know I care. What are you doing? Hug it out, bitch.
You had me at Ames Tonight.
I'm a mess. Hell yeah, get Taylor in. I'm a mess. Get Taylor in. Thank you, guys. Have a great. Stay weird, Ames, right? Stay weird, Ames.
I'm on camera.